Good morning. I'm Sofi and I'm currently at Kecara Forest Retreat, Bentong, Malaysia. And today I'll be doing a sharing on how to meditate on the Buddha. After taking refuge and prostration, you can begin your meditation. You can either sit in a lotus position where you sit with your back straight and both your legs crossed, with your feet gently resting on your thighs. Or you could sit in half lotus position or on a chair, whichever that you feel comfortable in. You should sit with your knee lower than your hips, the spine straight so that the stomach is not folded, not pressing together. The breath should be allowed to flow freely. Generally, the posture should be in a relaxed but alert mode. Place your hands with about 4 fingers width below the navel, the right hand resting on the left hand with your thumb pressing on each other like this, resting below 4 fingers width below your navel. And your back should be straight to support alertness and the flow of energy and chi. Keep your mouth gently closed and your tongue touching the roof of your mouth. Tilt your head slightly forward as this helps to straighten the central channel. Keep your eyes half closed and looking downwards at the angle of your nose. Keep your shoulder even, your arms relaxed, your elbows not touching the body. Begin by observing your breath for a few minutes to calm your mind. Then you can visualize your mother on your left and your father on your right. It does not matter whether they are alive or have passed on. Just imagine them, your mother on your left and your father on your right. And then you imagine your close relatives, your friends, or even your pets, but in human form, be standing behind you. And then those who has harmed you or who has hurt you in front of you, facing the front as well. And then you imagine, you visualize all the sentient beings of the 6 realms, which consists of the gods, the demigods, the humans, hungry ghosts, animals, and hell beings, all in perfect human forms, surrounding, covering the whole of space. All beautiful, clean, and sitting in the same position as you, looking at the Buddha in front of you. Think of the qualities of the Buddha: his compassion, his wisdom, his skillful means, and all the qualities that you yourself wish to develop. Think of all these qualities in front of you appearing in the form of a Buddha, sitting on a throne, above which is an open lotus flower and cushion of sun and moon disk. His body is made of radiant transparent light. His body is golden, and he wears the robe of a monk, his right palm resting on his right knee, and his left holding a bowl of nectar on his lap. Buddha's face is very beautiful, smiling with compassion, gazing, looking at you, as well as that encompass all the sentient beings that is. Others dissolving back into the Buddha after having finished their work. Abiding in the Buddha's enlightened qualities, think of those surrounding you who have been very kind to you. How interdependent we are of each other, and be grateful that due to their kindness, you are able to do Dharma. Realize that just as you do, they too wish to be out of suffering. Generate the good altruistic motivation to be able to help them. Being kinder. Stop being miserly or being angry or trying to find faults with others. Visualize the Buddha being extremely pleased with you, and a replica Buddha emerges from him going to the crown of your head. At the conclusion of your meditation, visualize the Buddha at your head melts into golden radiant light that flows into you and becomes one with you. Feel his closeness and his mind, and your mind is inspired to transform. The better you can visualize, the better you develop concentration, where your mind becomes more focused, which will be more receptive towards achieving concentration, better memory, better understanding, better listening ability, better awareness, and better focus, developing the very powerful concentration. So this I'll be sharing until here today, and if you have any questions, I will be taking questions. Yes, I like to add that after you have done your meditation, it would be good that if you could dedicate. In our Tibetan Buddhism, we would recite the dedication which encompasses all, but in your way you could just dedicate whatever merits that I've gained, that I would like to dedicate to all sentient beings, that we may all swiftly become enlightened as the Buddha. Thank you. Right, that's the question from Valentina. Why do we need to visualize those who had harmed us in front of us? Because we put them in front because they are the one who needs the most compassion from us. We must realize that they are also suffering as us, and as such, due to we are practicing compassion, and as such we put them first, which is in front of us. By Pastor Shin, why must we visualize in our meditation? How does it help us help our meditation or practice? Well, we wish to gain the practice towards enlightenment, the higher practice which we need to be more focused, to have the ability to remember, to memorize all the practices that is involved. It's more complicated. So in doing meditation, we can focus, learn to focus more, and develop that power of concentration, which will help us during when we receive the higher practice. And from Joy Kam, what can people do if they cannot visualize at all? What would you advise them to do? This, I do not have the answer. I do not know, but okay, I'll find out the answer and I will reply in the questions on my Facebook at a later time, and tomorrow I will repeat the answer here. Right, dedication prayer encompass all. What is it? Can you please clarify? This question is from Chris. Usually we'll do the dedication to encompass all sentient beings, as we know that all sentient beings are suffering. So we would like to dedicate our merits to them. And you don't have to worry, because whatever merits that you dedicate, you will also gain that merit. So the more you dedicate, the more merits you get. From Yin Teo, when we are meditating, how to stop our mind from thinking about other things? When we are meditating, there are times that other thoughts will arise. You will try to, you do not force it, but you think of it and see where does your thoughts arise from, and from there you let go of your thoughts and refocus your attention to the Buddha himself. Right, there's no more questions here. And as such, I will end the session today. Alright, oh, there's another question from Pastor Adeline. How to let go of our thoughts? Right. How do we let go of our thoughts? Let go of our thoughts in that's let me also, this answer I do not have exactly the right answer, so I will do more reading, and tomorrow I will reply in my questions as well. I mean my session tomorrow. And Chris has asked, can I not do any visualization and just focus on my breath for my meditation? Yes, you can. You can focus on your breath, but it would be good that if you could also, I mean, if you can do the visualization, because when you visualize on someone who is enlightened, like the Buddha or any enlightened masters like your guru, or any other being that has gained enlightenment, like for our lineage is Lama Tsongkhapa. So from visualizing them, you visualize their good qualities, which you wish to be as well. So it's a twofold, where you can celebrate their qualities, and also you also try to be in that visualization where you gain the benefit of wishing for the same quality as well. That way when you rest in that state of mind, then you may eventually gain also that quality. So I would advise that you do that, and at the same time, due to the enlightened qualities of the Buddha, you will also gain some merits from it. On the question of that was a question yesterday where Pastor Shin said that I should also do more reading on the merits. I will be doing a session on merits further down the road, but currently what I have read up is that there are 10 virtues that you can actually gain merits from. Number 1 is giving, which is generosity. Number 2 is virtue, morality. And number 3 is mental development. And number 4 is honoring others. Number 5 is offering services. Number 6, dedicating merits to others. 7, rejoicing in others' merits. 8, listening to teachings. 9, instructing others in the teachings. And 10, straightening one's own view in accordance to the teachings of the Buddha. So these are the 10 qualities that will earn you some merits, and I would go into it further in my own session next. Is there any more questions? If there is no more questions, then I will wrap up the session. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for being here, and I'll do a dedication now in Tibetan. Giang Dục Sinh Cho Rinpoche, Ma Ke Pa Nam Ge Yu Shi, Ke Pa Nam Pa Me Pa Yang, Gon Ne Gon Tu Pe Wa Shu, Toni Tong Wa Rinpoche, Ma Ke Pa Nam Ge Yu Shi, Ke Pa Nam Pa Me Pa Yang, Gon Ne Gon Tu Pe Wa Shu, Da So Ji Ni Sa Pa Ge Wa Di, Dan Dan Ro Wa Gun Na Kam Pa Da, Je Pa Je Sun La San Tra Pa Yi, Tam Ping Im Po Rin Du Sa Se Sho, Ke Wa Kun Tu Yan Da La Ma Da, Dra Mi Cho Ki Pa La Lo Cho Ching, Sa Dam Lang Yi Yok Te Ra So Ne, Do Je Chang Yi Ngo Pa Ngo Tu So, Ge Wa Di Yu Du, Ke Wa Kun Tu Yan Da La Ma Da, Dra Mi Cho Ki Pa La Lo Cho Ching, Sa Dam Lang Yi Yok Te Ra So Ne, Do Je Chang Yi Ngo Pa Ngo Tu So, Ge Wa Di Yu Du Da, La Ma Sang Yu Driu Ne, Driu Wa Chi Kia Ma Lu Pa, De Sa La Go Pa Shu, Jo Ki Kiao Po Sung Ka Pa, Cho Su Nam Pa Pe Wa La, Ge Ki Sa Ma Si Wa Dang, Tung Ki Ma Lu Sang Wa Shu, Da Dam Sung Yi Do Sun Dan, Driu Wa Song Yi La Te Ne, Ge Wa Lo San Tra Pa Yi, Tam Pa Yu Riva, Gyu Shi, Ni Mo De Le Sen De Le, Ni Ma Yu Nyan De Le Shi, Ni Sing Ta Tu De Le Pel, Kun Chu Sung Yi Jing Yi Lo, Kun Chu Sung Yi Ngo Tu So, Kun Chu Sung Yi Tra Si Shu, Je Su La Ma Ku Sen Rap Ting Chi, Nam Ka Tri Ni Cho Chu Ge Pa Dang, Lo Sam Tem Pi Dro Mi Sap Sung Yi, Dro Yi Mun Sa Ta Tu Ni, Gyu Shi, Gang Wei Ra Wei Ko Wei Shin Gam Ne, Pen Dan De Wa Ma Lu Gyo Wei Ne, Che Ren Zi Wan Ten Zi Gya So Yi, Sha Pi Shi De Va Du Den, Gyu Shi, Hùng Tôn Bì Ngô Trụ Ma Lu Pa, đến để đó là sau du số, cô đàn đến Pa Lộc cho Nam, Ge Pa Su Shik Shuk Tân Sao. Thank you.